help here, but not as an initiator.
Yeah, I agree. Xborg in the jungle. What made him so popular when we started off in MPL, IED, Malaysia, and Philippines back in Season 8 is that it is such a strong jungler in the early game, and it can actually set up a lot of these early ganks with the slow from his passive. But
with
now, no more slow.
Yeah,
no more slow from the passive. No more. The rotations are still fast, but without that kill pressure, without that utility that Xborg is able to get, it is just gone down in terms of jungling. But we still see him in the XP lane. We still see him in the gold lane.
Not in the jungler.
Not in the jungle.
But and you have to remember that a lot of CC heroes such as Ruby or maybe even Lapu Lapu with the Forever Fighter who has a stun, who has a knockout maybe from Pakita as well, that can stop the movement coming from Xbox as well. And it's easy for you to just turn off that Virga armor.
The Faraga armor is so easily just poked down, especially with heroes like Yves, like Nathan here, that just completely melts it away and makes this Xborg useless, you can say, in the early game, right? One of the strong points, one of the reasons you want to pick the Xborg is that you're strong in the early game, but if your Faraga armor just gets deleted every team fight, what's the use?
Yeah, that's right. And most of the people use that Xborg in the side lane just to clear the minion as soon as possible, so you can help your teammates for the team fight. But let's move on into the second draft ban and pick here. As we can see that Selena, Povius, Matilda, Eve, Yisun, still a respect coming from Evos Singapore, and also Hayabusa is already being banned out by both of the teams.
The Yves, so already a little bit of adjustments coming in from the side of Evos Singapore, going in for the Yves ban right here, respecting Udil, but they might just go for the Farsa first pick. Alter Ego, they really like to go for these crazy, long-range mages as a first pick. It's usually the Yves. If it's not the Yves, it's usually the Farsa, but they can go for something more aggressive. Perhaps
I think it's gonna be Paquito.
The Paquito, yeah.
Paquito.
The Paquito can be the pickup for the side of Alter Ego right here. Yeah, Moonsters can play it. You can put it on Silly Boy as well. And there you go. It is going to be the Nathan, actually. So we kind of forgot about this. This is the hero that was able to get them the victory in game number 1. Silly Boy obviously picking up the MVP on this hero. We saw how crazy, how good he was able to utilize this Nathan in game number 1. And with it out of the way, Evo Singapore are once again limited in the hero pool. I feel like they need to go for someone like a Jawhead, a guy who can pose to be a threat in the early game. Get the early ejectors in, and maybe even pick up the Farsa again. We saw the Farsa earlier on, it didn't really work, but this time, if you're able to take the Jawhead away, and maybe even the Farsa, it can prove to be a really hard task for Alter Ego, but they gotta be careful because Yu Zhang is still available.
Okay, but there's still Khalid as well for Alter Ego if they want to pick it, but Paquito
Ruby.
and also Ruby as a prior target for Evos Singapore here. Yeah, I really like it as well. At least you don't let Alter Ego use this Ruby in the hand of Nino.
Yeah. The thing is, for Alter Ego, the Ruby can go anywhere. It can go to that side lane, Munsters as well. It can also go to the hands of Leo Murphy. But now, with the Ruby and this Paquito picked up, Alter Ego, they can go for the Barretts, man. We know 100% that Barretts can counter this Paquito in the lane. Or they might just go for something different. Farsa is opened up. Lunox is opened up for Nino as well. But I feel like the Farsa is going to be better. It'll synergize well with the Nathan. And maybe even just taking out the Jawhead right here as a very solid tank like we've seen from game number 1.
We know how strong Udil as well with the all of the high ground defensive, but it's gonna be Lilia and also Khalid.
Oh,
that
was banned.
Yeah,
Khalid was banned in the first phase,
game.
yet just now in the first game. It has been replaced by Yves, and actually Alter Ego, they're still choosing this Khalid in the first phase. We did see the buffs, Momo-chan.
Yeah.
This hero has been buffed in the current patch, and so far, Moonsters has been able to bring out the full potential of the hero, but Evo Singapore, will they go for the counter? Will they go for the Jawhead? Because that CC from Jawhead, they can cancel that... They can, first of all, disengage from the Raging Storm. Secondly, as well, also go for the cancel on that Khalid healing. But it is actually going to be Farsa picking up.
Okay. If we take a look for the Alter Ego's composition here with this Lilia, so they want to burst down the mid lane here because they know, maybe they also realize that for Singapore they have a chance if they want to pick this Partia before entering the second binning phase, so they already prepare something else if they want to just make a counter Okay, they want to make a counter for this Farsha positioning with this pick Kalik Pit for alter ego. So with the with all of the resource skill that Khalid has, it's easy for him to just go into the backline just to shut down this Farsha. But Bharat will be banned out as well into the hand of Evos Singapore here.
Absolutely. It is going to be banned away. That's what I mentioned earlier as well.
Yeah,
the counter towards Paquito going to be banned away from the side of Evos Singapore right here, as we are going to take a look at the side of Alter Ego. What are they going to go for right here and right now for the bans? Probably going to target the gold laner. Yep, Aldous banned away, and the jungler as well for Evo Singapore. We still don't know whether this Paquito is going to be used in that jungle though, Momo-chan.
Nathan jungler for Alter Ego. So maybe they can pick this Benedetta because they banned out the Povius. Or maybe, if they want to, they can try to pick Esmeralda as a counter for Paquito.
Yeah, they can go for the Esmeralda that can actually deal a lot of damage and actually win in a lot of trades against this Paquito. But they've already picked the Khalid for Alter Ego, right? They might go for something else for Nino. Maybe, possibly, a Yuzong. Yuzong is going to be really good here. But Evo Singapore, I'm pretty sure they're going to ban it away, right? The Barretts has been banned. I'm pretty sure the Yuzong will be banned as well. Because if not, it is going to be scary. But they need to choose Yuzong or Benedetta. I think they've actually drafted themselves into a corner with the Barretts banned away. And then Natalia, Yuzong and Benedetta are both opened up for Nino. The two signature picks for the gold lane prodigy of Indonesia.
Okay, is it going to be Benedetta or another hero for Alter Ego for Nino here? Silly Boy looking very good with this Nathan jungler. So actually they already have two heroes in the mid lane here. Khalid will go into the EXP lane, so they still need another. But before that, let's go into the ban, the last ban for Alter Ego. Maybe they can ban out a Kufra or Jawhead. Jawhead is still available as well.
Yeah, the Jawhead is still available for the side of Alter Ego, but
it's gonna be
there you go.
Brody.
It's going to be the Brody banned away from the side of Evo Singapore now with a very limited hero pool. Will they go for the Granger in the jungle? This is something that we've seen a lot from Potato. He likes to go for the marksman in the jungle with the Yi Sun Shin and the Brody banned away. Do they want to go for another Clint? Going against the Lilia, the Nathan, and now the Khalid. That dive potential is going to be huge, especially considering that Yuzong and Benedetta are also still open, Momo-chan, and there we go. Finally, a different thing. It's going to be the Karina in the jungle. 66% win rate. It has been picked up 3 times. Alter Ego, they will respond most probably. I think it's going to be the Yuzong, Momo-chan. If it's not the Yuzong, it's going to be the Benedetta for sure for the side of Alter Ego.
Yeah,
and
they have to.
For the tank, I think Jawhead is just a stellar pick right here for Alter Ego. If they don't go for the Jawhead, perhaps they can go for... I think the Jawhead is the only option here that can really... Or the Cho. They can go for Cho. For the additional lockdown on Karina.
Yeah, agree with that. They just need CC to stop this Karina though. But it's gonna be Kufra. Okay, it's not a good option. It's not a bad option for me. Because Kufra with the Tyro refits and as a priority target for Kufra, maybe such as Parsha or Karina, it will be great. But it's gonna be Yuzong. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. The Yuzong coming in from the side of Alter Ego. Nino still having a very high win percentage on this hero back in this Indonesian MPL. And the Kufra actually surprisingly picked up for the side of Alter Ego. I spoke to him in day number 1, right?
Okay.
In day number 1, I asked him, yo, why don't we see a lot of your Cho anymore? And he responded with, if I had to choose between the 3 heroes, Kufra, Jawhead, and Cho, I would pick Cho last, all right? I would go for the Jawhead first, then the Kufra, then the Cho. The Cho is not prioritized. That is what he said, and that's exactly what we're going to see. We're still seeing him, personally preferring the Kufra over the Cho for now as Evo Singapore goes in for the bans as well. It is going to be Bruno, actually, going into that gold lane, facing Yuzong.
Okay, this Paquito will go into the hand of Smokey. So Karina will go into the hand of Potato as a jungler here. Okay. I don't know why.
Yeah?
I like this Evos Singapore draft.
You do?
But I just feel that I really like that Kufra and Yuzong pick as well from Alter Ego.
Yeah, I love those last 2 picks. The Kufra is able to deny the dash, the engage coming from Karina, and the Yuzong will be able to go to that back line and cancel out Farsa. So I'm gonna have to say again, from the drafts, I prefer Alter Ego in game number 2.
Yeah, I think I will go for Alter Ego as well. I just feel that this Partia will have the same pattern in the game number 1. He's not able to do a lot of feather aspect freely, I could say.
But look at that, Momo-chan. The portal is ready and we're going to get straight into game number 2. Land of Dawn, here we come. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, I want you guys to spam hashtag AlterChamps or hashtag EvosRoar because this is going to be the battle. Alter Ego going against Evos Singapore right here as we are going to enter. Sayla using the Farsa once again, very similarly to game number 2, but we already have a switch in sides for the Kufra now picked up by Leo Murphy.
Yep. Meanwhile, Alter Ego, maybe they won't play a little bit aggressive here, but we know that how burst this Lilia with the Gloom and also the slow effect that coming from this Gloom, so maybe Udil can try to back up Leo Murphy, who will try to open and give an vision for Alter Ego here. Essentially, we know that Nathan still need to gather his stock.
Yeah, the junglers chose to go for different pathings, already switching their positions on the map, as Nathan chose to go for the bottom side, Karina goes in for the top side. It is going to be Udil chunking Sayla quite low with Leo Murphy jumping with the Tyrant's Rage, bouncing ball as well. A lot of damage has been placed, but again, it is actually Alter Ego winning in this trade. JPL needs to be careful because Udil just needs a few more seconds to burst him down, but JPL will still be able to hang on to his flicker for now.
Yep. And need to go back a little bit here by Leo Murphy because we know how painful this Farsia with the energy impact and also the Curse of Crow. Meanwhile, we are going into the top lane here. Monster still trying to bully Smokey in the top lane here. The rotation coming from Potato, trying to secure another objective such as a gold buff here. But Sally Boy and Nino, they will open the entropy here, trying to make some space as well to just giving a poke damage toward GPL. But Adamir is going to be the first one who got shut down, but it's gonna be a trade 1-for-1.
Yeah, and it was actually, I thought it was gonna be a good trade for Adamir because he might have been able to survive that, but with them dying, it's actually gonna be really worth it for Alter Ego as they are able to jump the wave, and JPL is gonna be next on the chopping block with Sally Boy going in for the gold buff. Through 2 mini waves will be cancelled out away from Adamir, and that's gonna be the gold picked up. A lot of damage actually placed onto JPL with the Feather Airstrike coming in. To cancel out will come through, but it is gonna be Sayla getting the kills back on the board. A 1-for-1, but Alter Ego still stays ahead with the gold lead.
Yep, and Smokey, he need to use that flicker away, waiting for Potato to cover him up, but Monster, who is still able to run away and still able to survive. Almost is never enough for Evos Singapore.
Yeah, almost is never enough. It's not going to be enough. Evos Singapore needs to look for more here in the game. Alter Ego, they still have the gold lead very similarly into game number 1 where they were equal in kills, but Alter Ego control the objectives. But for now, it's the exact same story. 300 gold lead for the side of Alter Ego as the Feather Airstrike has been popped. Leo Murphy going to be caught in the bad situation right here as Diamond Fennec will be able to connect. Leo Murphy gets pulled back to his team, but the Tyrant's Rage will be able to ensure his safety right now as Sally Boy goes in and punches JPL down. But look at the damage coming in. Smokey actually forces that black shoes from Udil.
Yep. And now going into the bottom lane, Nino it's quite a little bit struggling, I can say, because you know the range they're coming from Bruno with the passive as well, with the critical chance coming from Bruno. It makes that Nino cannot move a little bit freely here, and we know how struggle Monster as well in the top lane here because Smokey has that CC that coming from the jab and also the heavy left one that makes Monster need to use that Raging Sandstorm really on point, Mirko.
Yeah, and the Raging Sandstorm is just so on point right here for the side of Alter Ego, for the side of Monsters. But again, Sayla trying to open up the map for his team. But look at that, another skirmish goes on. Leo Murphy pounces in the bouncing ball. Monsters goes in for follow-up. The damage is going to be able to connect, and the Raging Storm goes on to 2. The dash is coming from Potato as the Feather Airstrike is not in range, and there you have it. Potato stuck in a 1v3 right now, will not be able to get away. But wait a minute, Leo Murphy also caught in the bad situation, will be taken down, and that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade for the side of Evos Singapore. And in the bottom side is going to be a trade as well. 1v1, Adamir going against Nino.
Yep, but it's still like a 1v1 situation for Nino, and also Adamir without anyone who will get punished here in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Evos Singapore, they are to already make some initiation going into the turtle here, and it's gonna be another threat as well for Alter Ego because they already secure the first turret in the top lane.
Yeah, the first turret on the top side will be taken away from the side of Alter Ego, securing themselves a 1.5 thousand gold lead. As now they're just looking to slow push the bottom side. And in the top side, Raging Storm will be able to connect monsters now in a 1v1 against Smokey. The execute doesn't get connected just yet, as Smokey will be able to flicker out of that one. But now we're going to take a look at the items, as the Black Shoes has been connected here, Momo-chan, instantly by Udil. There's so many things going on, but Munsters has completed the Blade of Heptases, dealing a lot more damage as Adamir as well. The Berserker's Fury has been collected.
Yep, Enchanted Talisman in the hand of Udil. It makes... Oh, that's really a good Tyrant Defense coming from Leo Murphy, but there's no follow-up defense coming from Leo Murphy. I'm on it, that's already being used by GPL and Sally Boy trying to follow up here.
Leo Murphy goes in for the Tyrant's Revenge. The damage will be enough, and that's going to be Adamir picked up. Killing spree picked up by the Black Dragon. Nino goes in for more. Leo Murphy dashes in with the Tyrant's Rage, unable to connect onto the target, but Potato can't even go for more, as that's going to be Alter Ego picking a 1-for-0 to gold laner now already with 2 deaths on the board, Momo-chan.
Yep, it's only Adamir who will be the target for Alter Ego. Meanwhile, now there's some zoning out, there's some ganking coming from 3 member from Alter Ego into the bottom lane here. But there's a Smokey who really... Oh, Udil using that Black Shoes Ring trying to run away. But look at that, Sayla with the Feather Aspect trying to shut down Udil. But look at that, Udil, it's really smooth. But sadly, Potato need to shut him down.
Yeah, Potato's gonna be able to shut him down. But now maybe Alter Ego are looking for more. Potato now caught in the bad situation. But Alter Ego, what the heck just happened in the mid lane? Munsters was able to get a solo kill onto Adamir. Maybe he was over positioned a bit, and instantly the punishment coming in from this Khalid.
Yep. It's not a good KDA for the gold laner here in the inside of Evos Singapore. 1-3-1. And we know that how strong Bruno in the early game, right? With the passive that he has, with the critical chance of coming from Bruno, he are able to shut down anyone. But the thing is, he's the one who got shut down here.
Yeah, he was the one who got shut down. Alter Ego now with the pressure onto the 3rd turtle of the game. But Evos Singapore, they're looking for something. Knockout Strike continues to connect, but Nino has the Black Dragon form. Will be able to get out of the sticky situation as Smokey goes in onto the turret. Will lose out as that cannon minion has been slain by the turret. But Nino, he still wants to survive. It's going to be the Tyrant's Revenge going in on to Potato right there. He's going to be bursted down. Boosters goes in for Raging Storm all the way to the backside. Will be able to connect onto 1, but JPL goes in for Diamond Printer onto 4. Alter Ego, though, still somehow manages to win the team fight, and everyone gets shut down. Triple kill picked up by Munsters. He's looking for the Maniac right here, but he isn't going to be able to get it. Evos Singapore, Adamir comes in with the last second save onto JPL.
That's really a good I'm offended that coming from GBL. He managed to get 3 members from Alter Ego in the mid lane inside the turrets here. But the thing is, with the black shield that Udil have, and also the damage, the lifesteal that Munster have, because he has that Bloodlust X here, it makes that Munster is not easy to be picked off.
For sure, man. It's so hard for Evos Singapore to look for these pickoffs because they don't have the room, the space to be able to deal the damage. The Farsa instantly canceled away from the damage from the burst, the dive coming in from the Kufra, the Lilia, literally everyone in their composition, even the range. There's just nothing that they can do with the Feather Strike connecting. Once again, Munsters will finally be shut down, and that is going to be the chance for Evos Singapore to look for a good fight. 4v5 right now, but the turrets will continue to fall for the side of Evos Singapore. They don't set up before these fights, and that's the reason they're all going to get shut down. JPL now caught in the bad situation, will be able to flicker away, as that's going to be actually the Tyrant's Revenge connecting onto Adamir, and goodbye! Mega kill picked up by the Black Dragon, as Nino keeps on going in. The damage is unreal, and look at that. Leo Murphy is hungry for more, dashes in with the Tyrant's Rage. The mid lane tier 2 will be taken down, and again, Momo-chan, Evos Singapore, they fight with no setup.
Did you see that how good Alter Ego trying to, split up the team fight here with Evos Singapore, okay? Leo Murphy really focused on Sayla. Then after that, actually Smokey, who wants to try to shut down Sally Boy in the backline, it's not success for Smokey. And the team fight split into 3 team fight here, and it makes the Alter Ego look very strong right now.
I agree. Alter Ego looking so strong, but mostly it has been contributed by Evos Singapore's lack in setup, Momo-chan.
Yeah.
As you can see, every time they fight, the min waves are actually in their base, in their turrets, punching it down. We saw in the fight, Evos Singapore were the ones who were able to pick off monsters, but they lost a turret in the process. This is why Evos Singapore has been losing in the game, alright? The kills have usually been even. Alter Ego and Evos Singapore, they had even kills in the last game, but the gold lead was just huge. And again, Alter Ego are going to go. They don't have setup on the map, but yet they are pushing in the bottom side.
no.
Nino goes in for the damage. It's going to be Smokey targeted by Nino as he almost takes him down. Will almost take him down, but it's still Smokey getting away. But on the other side, though, Musters goes over aggressively, and he is going to be picked off as Evos Singapore will be able to fight back a 1-0.
Uh-oh, but look at that. Nino is not able to get Smokey here. Leo Murphy comes with the Tyrant Refresh and Tyrant Rage really on point into the hand of Adami here. GPL could shut it on as well, but it's gonna be 3 versus 4 into the hand of Alter Ego.
The kills once again, 12-6 with a 6,000 gold lead. Celeboy will be able to deal some damage. The feather airstrike has been popped to clear the ways, but the damage, oh my lord! Celeboy, one shot, literally. Smokey right there as Nino jumps in and will be able to jump out of there with a furious dive as the mid lane will be the target prioritized from the side of Alter Ego. It's gonna be Potato going in. Look at the damage coming in. We'll be able to pick up one on the board as that's gonna be a 1v1. Nino versus Potato with the help of Leo Murphy as well. Furious dive will be able to connect as Adamir goes in, and I'm afraid it will be able to bring him back all the way under the turret, and Adamir will be able to pick up one on the board once more, but Alter Ego still standing with a 6,000 gold lead as they have taken 2 inhibitor turrets.
Yes, don't to overcommit for Alter Ego Esports, because Evos Singapore, they are still able to turn back the table. They are able to make the reverse sweep as well. So Alter Ego, they have to be careful, especially Udil with the black shoes. After it's already being used, he doesn't have any escape mechanism as well for this Lilia. So it's easy for Evos Singapore to just shut him down. But now, Evos Singapore, they are trying to get an initiation here towards this Lord. Meanwhile, Nino will have a 1v1 situation with this Smokey in the jungle just now.
Yeah, Smokey not really having an impact in this game, but Feather Airstrike has been popped again, once again in the backside. JPL though will be bursted down. I'm afraid it will be able to get him a little bit more sustained before he gets taken down. Potato will be taken next, and a double kill has been secured by the Miracle Boy of Indonesia. Sully Boy showing his fangs here in the MPL Invitational as Leo Murphy goes in for a 1v3 play. You're only a tank, Leo Murphy. You gotta chill out, and the turret in the top side will finally be taken down. That is gonna be 2 inhibitor turret for the damage. Oh my lord! Sully Boy again and again and again. The kills just keep on coming to him as he melts down every single person in Evos Singapore.
If Alter Ego can clear this minion, I think they are able to just, finish the game as soon as possible. But Alter Ego, they don't want to force it. They don't want to force the team fight inside the base of Evos Singapore, and GPL are still giving a pressure with the console just now. So it makes the Alter Ego need to reset it again, needs to chill back a little bit here. And it's a chance for Smokey as well to just respawn in the right time when Alter Ego take out the Lord number 1.
With the Lord taken, it might be them, Alter Ego, just ending the game in the 13 minutes here, Momo-chan. Munster's already going in for a lot of damage onto Potato. As the damage! Leo Murphy with the engage! And the follow-up comes in for the Airstrike has been popped. A lot of damage once again placed, but Nino will be able to zone them all away from the turret. That was a clean engage, but no follow-up just yet to take them out.
If it's connected properly, it will be a montage for Alter Ego, but look at that. Lord is going into the base of Evos Singapore.
Oh, look at that. I'm afraid to connect on the 2, and that's going to be the comeback actually from the side of Evos Singapore, bringing them back onto the base. But it's actually going to be a 1-for-1 somehow, some way. Alter Ego still managed to survive. Potato jumps in with immortality pop. Boy caught in the bad situation, will be taken down. But looking on the other side, Munsters was hungry for more. He jumps in, but the base is going to be able to chunk him down as Evos Singapore will try their best to defend and will be able to succeed in that endeavor.
Yes, and now Alter Ego need to reset it again after Celebrate, and also Nino got shut down by the fire aspect coming from Sayla. But now Udil still trying to hold a little bit into the base of Evos Singapore, and look at the burst damage coming from Sayla here with the fire aspect. It makes Udil need to run away.
Yeah. Alter Ego, this is something that they always suffer with, right? Whenever they get the lead, they get way too comfortable and they start throwing the game. Evos Singapore needs to use this as the momentum to come back. They're going to go in Potato very aggressively. They might just go for Leo Murphy, but they have to be careful because if they use all their resources for one man, and that man being that... There you go, the emotes, the panic emotes for Leo Murphy, as we all know, the Tas, the recall king.
Yep, Leo Murphy, but he has to be careful though. He will be the front laner for Alter Ego. If Alter Ego want to finish this game as soon as possible, they have to force the 5 versus 5 team fight here. Make sure that Sally Boy has a really secure positioning here.
Yeah, the damage coming in. Adamir almost gets slain, but Nino wants to go for more. He goes in the 1v4, able to get a Petrify, and the damage will not be enough for now as Potato actually, surprisingly, got the kill onto Sally Boy. Now, with Udil and Leo Murphy going on to Potato, still able to take and turn it around actually. Immortality will be popped, and that's going to be Alter Ego securing the kill 1-for-1 for now. But they need to stay
They have to go back.
Discipline. Alter Ego needs to play with Sally Boy, but the minions actually almost ended the game there, Momo-chan. You're right.
Yes, and will Alter Ego make it without a Sally Boy? Now, the minions still able to make some defensive here from Evos Singapore, but I'm offended coming from GPL, trying to shut down two member from Alter Ego.
Did you see the plays coming from Smokey? Knockout Strike was able to land onto 2, and now Udil caught in a bad situation as again, Smokey is doing a hell lot of things for his team to be able to survive. With Sally Boy respawning, this is their time to look for the end. They need to protect Sally Boy. Protect Sally Boy. They need to stop diving in like that, because without the protection, Sally Boy is just so easy. Just gonna get melted like butter by Potato.
Yeah, I know, right? With only the cover coming from Udil, it's not enough for him to just cover Sally Boy. We know how strong now Potato. We know how strong this Smokey, so they have to be careful. Monster might be the only sandbag that actually Alter Ego has with this Leo Murphy, but the thing is, they have to be careful with the Sally Boy positioning here.
Yeah, Nino gets picked off once again as the Feather Airstrike connects onto him. Again, Evos Singapore actually coming back into the game. It was a 7,000 gold lead for the side of Alter Ego, but now it's down to only a 2,000 gold lead, Momo-chan. It is the time for Evos Singapore to look for the comebacks. They don't really, some of the heroes from Alter Ego, they fall off, whereas Evos Singapore with the Farsa, with this Bruno, they are going to be, wait a minute, the Tyrant's Revenge able to connect onto the junk. Oh no! Adamir gets picked up, and Munsters actually jumps in with a Raging Storm all the way to the backside. It's going to be actually Sayla caught in the bad situation, but it is Smokey able to peel off for his mage here in the mid lane. In the other side though, Sally Boy dealing so much damage on the Potato, but I'm afraid it will be able to connect, and that's going to be Potato going for the follow-up, and that is going to be Sally Boy picked off on the board. Liam Murphy's next on the chopping block as Evos Singapore keep on diving in, but the bouncing ball will be able to survive for now. Udil goes in for the damage. Potato's going to get slain, but the airstrike is going to be cancelled because look who joins in the fight. It's going to be Monsters all the way, flanking the Evos Singaporean team, and that's going to be JPL trying to survive, but with 3 members going in, a double kill will be secured, in the 4-for-1 trade will be able to be collected for the side of Alter Ego, Momo-chan.
3 seconds for Adamir to show up now, but there's still minion trying to defend the base of Evos Singapore. Now Udil is still able, and he still have that black shield here, trying to survive and trying to defend the base.
But look at that, the Raging Storm actually is able to be dodged away. Adamir now still protecting the base with all he has. The minion waves will be cleared out, but Nino goes in for the Furious Dive. Will be able to get the knockup on to him, but the base will be taken down, and that's going to be a 2-0 for the side of Alter Ego.
It's a slight chance for Evos Singapore to come back. Yeah. And we know how struggle Sally Boy into the late game. The priority target coming from Evos Singapore here. They just need to shut down Sally Boy in the first place, and it makes that Alter Ego quite, I can say, maybe shaky without Sally Boy.
Yeah, they look so shaky without Sally Boy, but if they're able to stay disciplined and play with Sally Boy, I'm pretty sure they would have ended the game in that 14th minute. This is the mistake from Alter Ego.
If there's no Monster, I don't think the Alter Ego will make it though.
Yeah, I agree. Monsters were